Hey y'all, this is Little Red. This is another video of Katie Joy trying to cancel culture the Stoffers. I can't imagine why, other than maybe she wants some of their thousands and thousands and thousands of subs, and she wants no competition. Let's listen.
Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome to my channel. Okay, so it's time to do a update that I wasn't really expecting to do. We have been covering the story of Micah and James Stauffer, and yes, I have heard your insight and your opinions loud and clear that James Stauffer does deserve to be a part of these stories as much as Micah, 100%. What I wanted to talk about today was not something necessarily a part of the story, but something that Micah is doing behind the scenes that has a lot of commentary channels kind of upset. So here's what's going
Has a lot of Katie Joy kind of upset.
on. When you have a commentary channel, you have the ability to pull clips from another channel under what's called fair use. If you are to use another creator's content, you need to do transformative content. It can be for news, it can be adding education, it can be adding insight, it can be even to criticize. Under
This is to criticize. So thanks, Katie, for the info.
fair use, a creator like me is able to show short clips of a copyrighted material in order to tell a story. Typically, as long as you are not showing a large portion of the video or the document or the article in which you are referencing, you can typically use the work without permission.
I was told I could use as much as I want as long as I add commentary. So we'll see what happens.
From the copyright owner. Under fair use, you can do and share clips. Unfortunately, there are some creators that really have this thing about not allowing you to share anything. In fact, about 3 or 4 months ago, I did a video about Jeffree Star, and I had like 30 seconds tops of a video in which he uploaded onto his channel. Even though my video was 15 minutes,
Wow.
Jeffree blocked my entire video. Some creators take their leverage of their channel size and use it in their favor and are able to get copyright claims on individuals' videos, meaning not striking the video but claiming income. So you can
I won't be making any income on my little 15 subscriber channel, but I'm sure you will try to strike it.
either claim the video and say, it's okay if you use my content, but I want the money. Now, here's the part that's tricky. She is claiming videos that apparently have tiny fractions of her videos and that are part of a minute portion of a video. So a creator, for instance, a woman named Kat, shared on Twitter that she wanted to upload a video criticizing and being critical of Micah, but unfortunately could not because Micah had claimed her video. Kat Black wrote, now Kat Black is a YouTube creator. She does commentary and criticism on a lot of different trending topics. She has about 211,000 subscribers and a very healthy fan base.
And that makes you insanely jealous, and she will be the next one that you may be trying to cancel, right?
Obviously, her Twitter account has over 65,000 followers, and you can see that this video has 12,000 likes, 2,700 retweets, and 158 comments. And on June 5th, she wrote, I just wanted to share that Micah Stauffer filed a copyright claim on my video about her rehoming her child and is making money on my video criticizing her. And it shows on the claim that that Micah has taken the money from it, and it says this is not eligible for monetization because she has a clip of about 32 seconds in her video that is from Micah and James's video, an update on our family. A 30-second
She should have added commentary, right?
clip of her video She should take all the income from Kat, who is using this to criticize and also provide commentary about the story. Kat continued and said, that being said, it's not something that happens automatically in the same way you uploading a song that's copywritten would. She had to go to her MCN and ask them to file this claim. So either way, I believe this is an attempt to silence criticism. In a way, I don't blame her. This does not make her look good at all. At
KJ tries to silence criticism by blocking everyone that asks her a question.
the same time, I don't think you get to parade your child around like that and get rid of him without any widespread criticism.
KJ gets rid of her kid to 70 hours a week's worth of nursing. That's 10 hours a day. Let me just stop. Let's listen.
Someone who follows Kat responded by saying, is Micah Stopper going to copyright claim the hundreds of other videos made about her? Then today, another creator who does a lot of commentary and education about different sorts of mental health situations for people. She did this about narcissism in relation to Micah. She says that Micah Stopper Chronicles Continue, great watch. The fact that she copyright claimed a video about her being a narcissist. Unfortunately, per the uploader, she only got about 35 pounds. Even this should be credited to in a trust for Huxley. Then people started getting irritated.
KJ is the biggest narcissist ever. Refer to my last video upload. It was actually a cult and the characteristic traits of a cult, but very much narcissistic. Same thing.
Right? So you've got Kat's channel, you've got this other woman's channel, and then Alejandro, the OK, says, why are you copyright claiming everyone who criticizes you? You took money from someone who was in the foster system just because she criticized you. This shows you don't care about people, only yourself. You know, it's interesting because the video in which Kat did was, I haven't watched it, but why is she picking just...
Does her shirt say Mom Life? Shouldn't the nurses be wearing that shirt?
Specific creators? This is two that I found. Let me just show you what the individual said from Living Abuse Free.
Continue from where we left off. Micah Stouffer has made a copyright claim on my last video, which means that she's earning any money from advertising that video makes. She's not going to make much money anyway. The video only made about £35 when it had about 200,000 views.
So this channel is not a large channel by any means. It is called Live ABUSE Free with 36,000 subscribers. She claims to be an individual with extensive research and understanding about various mental health disorders and has been analyzing the behavior of Micah based on the framework of how she understands and has studied these types of disorders. She claims that Micah is a narcissist, as does Dr. Todd Grande. Obviously, neither one of them are treating Micah, so therefore we have to take these things with a grain of salt, but there's a trend here, right? So she provided transformative content and educational content about her analyzing things that Micah was saying in various clips. She pieced together and strung together a lot of different videos that had examples of what she felt were traits of narcissism. Even though her video was minutes and minutes and minutes long and her clips of Micah were relatively short, Micah claimed it. She even pointed out that because of the way it was titled and the tags in which she was used for this video, it was considered limited in its ads. So it wasn't running on normal ads because it wasn't deemed advertiser friendly. So even though it had 200,000 views,
Someone said that Micah needs help. This is a KJ sub. Why does Micah need help? Why doesn't KJ, who is tweeting 64 times in a 1 day period about Shane Dawson, trying to get him canceled, trying to get Micah canceled, trying to get James canceled, and anyone else who has more subs than her. Why is she not the problem?
She says she only made about 35 pounds, which is now going to Micah. Now,
It's all about the money, and KJ wants everyone's money.
you can actually like appeal these when you get a claim, or you can remove the copyrighted content from your video. But it is an interesting move because there are dozens and dozens and dozens of creators that have used clips of Micah, including myself, where we're using tiny clips of things that she's said in order to piece together stories that show you and highlight things that we observe and why we believe whatever it is that we are sharing.
It is not we, Katie, it is you.
I did a video where we talked about, did Micah know about Huxley before she adopted him? And I showed you multiple clips of videos in which she discussed all the things that she knew about him before the adoption, including all of his medical conditions. She had doctors that told her not to adopt him. She discussed a lot. I mean, we showed you so many different videos, which basically proved that she knew what she was getting into. She sought this child out. She wanted to adopt him specifically for his needs, and claimed that because she was a nurse, she had the skills and techniques and expertise to manage his care, even though we've now interviewed a lot of people that she's worked with that say she was a terrible nurse, according to them. But why is she going after certain creators and not others? Kat made the interesting claim.
She may be going after you because you're a big ass bully and all you do is cancel culture. And maybe she had good intentions. You have no idea. You just want to steal her subs. But you don't know what happened when she had that baby and what happened to Huxley. And maybe his condition got worse and worse. And at least she did do what was right and say, I can't handle it. Instead of keeping her mouth shut, raising that kid, and being a terrible mother to him. Like you are, in my opinion.
Claim that she is in a multi-channel network. Not all creators actually use multi-channel networks. I'm an independent YouTuber. I'm not part of a multi-channel network. So multi-channel networks can absolutely claim videos. That's how a lot of these larger lot of these larger platforms can get copyright claim IDs. But so can smaller, like non-MCN YouTubers. Not every YouTuber is part of a MCN. MCNs are notoriously not the greatest in terms of being able to help and you profit share your income. Some creators prefer to go independent so that they can control the amount of money and the revenue that they make and the brand deals that they accept. So we don't know if she's necessarily a part of an MCN, but Kat says that her MCN would have had to make the claim, and the woman from that channel says that she claimed her video. Now, these are the only two that I have been able to find. I did a quick dive on Twitter of...
You've never done a quick drive on Twitter about anything. You posted 64 tweets about Shane Dawson yesterday, and he was not the only person you posted about. You are a stalker.
Micah Stauffer copyright, but a lot of people were upset, being that she's already made so much money on these videos, right? About...
You are the only one upset because you're jealous of anyone that makes any money on YouTube besides yourself.
Huxley. She made millions. And then if somebody wants to critique her, which is the right of the channel, she will not allow it. But she's bypassing fair use.
You do not allow people to critique you. They get hashtag blocked by Katie Joy.
So what is fair use? Fair use is a stipulation within the Copyright Act, and it says fair use is a legal doctrine that promotes freedom of expression by permitting the unlicensed use of copyright protected works in certain circumstances. Section 107 of the Act provides the statutory framework for determining whether something is fair use and identifies certain types of uses, such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research as examples of activities that may qualify as fair use. Section 107 calls for considerations of the following 4 factors evaluating a question of fair use. And then it goes through different stipulations of it, like the amount of the content of the video that they use, the nature of the work in which they use, the purpose of using this content. In this case, could it have been the title?
My purpose is to show your persistent pattern of problematic behavior. And I want everyone to see on YouTube that does not have Twitter what a horrible person you are.
Titles? Could it have been that she didn't like what she was seeing in Kat's video? She didn't like what she saw from the other channel that called her the narcissist? Or is it that she didn't believe that the criticism was valid? To date, I have not received any sort of copyright claims from her, and I've tried to be as objective as possible in covering her, as well as minimizing the amount of videos of hers I've been using. Obviously, it's a delicate balance on YouTube because some creators will abuse the copyright claims and strike policies.
Like KJ.
Now, all of us
Like KJ abused the copyright laws when she struck Steve's video of her apology. Do y'all remember that? If not, hit me up on Twitter. I can share that link.
kind of toe the line when we decide to use somebody else's work, even if it's a tiny fraction, because anyone at any time can claim it. The problem with YouTube is it almost always will go to the person making the claim, regardless of whether or not it has any substance. One thing these people could do is they could do a counterclaim.
Someone just commented, I just have an incredibly strong gut feeling that she was faking all his illnesses. You're a dumbass.
Essentially telling YouTube, you got it wrong. This is actually fair use. The problem with copyright claims, though, versus a strike, is the claim doesn't care. You can't really do a YouTube, you got it wrong. The claim just says you don't get monetized because you're ineligible and Micah's going to get paid. Something has to give here. Micah seems to be a little bit greedy here, and people are noticing she still has videos on her channel that include Huxley, even though they are minimal. Her entire channel.
Why is that any of your freaking business, KJ?
Channel, The Stoffer Life, is gone, and then James, The Stoffer Garage, hasn't uploaded in over a week. But he promises that he will upload content coming this weekend, which has a lot of people outraged. Stoffer Garage has over 938,000 subscribers.
And you want to take them from him.
And it averages humongous views for his detailing work. If the car detailing world isn't paying attention to what's going on with James and Micah, that channel could theoretically do well if he turns comments off, if he still has sponsorships. So it seems as though their direction is, we're going to go with Stoffer Garage. We're just going to abandon Micah's channel. We're going to get rid of the Stoffer Life. We're going to focus on car detailing. And Micah has started a new channel called Cash Crush, where she's going to teach you how to make a lot of money on YouTube. Oh, the irony. She even has videos on that channel where she talks about how well she has studied the algorithm and how well she knows how to do thumbnails in order to get views.
Maybe you should take some notes, Katie.
It makes you wonder how much they studied the algorithm and other YouTubers when they decided to adopt Huxley. All right, you guys, I would love to know from you. Do you think she has the right to do a claim with a video that's using fair use,
As long as your opinion is not opposing Katie Joy's, she would love to hear it.
Formative content and either criticizing or providing commentary or even educating on a topic? Or do you think she's abusing the system and penalizing creators that are speaking out against her?
I think you, Katie Joy, are abusing the system against people who are speaking out against you.
Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments below. Bye, guys.